Creating patterns is one of the best way to make money with art licensing because it's so easy to do and highly sought after. And there's not a lot of artists that are actually doing it. The last video I taught you how to do it manually with watercolor paper and watercolors. Now if you have an iPad or a computer, you can do it digitally as well. And if you know me, you know this is not my normal setup. My neighborhood was hit by a tornado, so we're doing this from my hotel room. For me, I'll be using an iPad with Procreate on it, an Apple Pencil, and just something that will make your life a little more comfortable is a case that can have a proper stand with an angle on it. Not necessary, but I really like my Moft Case. The first thing that you need to do is create a new board. Do this plus sign, change it to inches, and the standard is 12 inches by 12 inches. And then we're gonna start from scratch. This is why I say I like the case. It just holds it up at a nice angle that's a little more natural than being flat on the counter. Just like with the traditional pattern, we're starting with a square and we're gonna fill it in with any design. Once you're done with your design, you're gonna shrink it down to fill in just a quarter of the page. Something that'll help you get this more exact. To make this easier for yourself, we're actually gonna turn on a drawing guide. So if you don't already have this cross on there, you're gonna go to Edit Guide, select 2D Grid, and bring the grid size all the way up, and then you'll have these evenly spaced squares. And then you can go back to select to make sure that this is the proper size. Then all you have to do is duplicate your layer by sliding it over, click duplicate, and move it over to each corner. And one thing I did was I rotated the design. So to do that, you duplicate, select, pull it up, and then if you want to rotate like I did, just pull on this green tab until it's all the way over. Rotate, duplicate, rotate. And then just like we did with the watercolor painting, if you see these white spaces, you can go ahead and fill those in with anything that you'd like. So by the end, it looks something like this. Then to turn this into products, go over to your little wrench, share, download the PNG file, save your image, and then you can either drop this to your computer or do it straight from your tablet. Whichever you choose, go to Printify, and you can explore their products until you find something that you want to put your design on. Let's say I want to put this on a mouse pad. We could click this desk mat. This is gonna show you where it can be produced and shipped from. And you can use any of these, but just know your home country needs to be on here. So that way you're not just charged a crazy amount for shipping because you're paying that shipping no matter what. Once you're into the product's design space, upload your design that you just did. And then over here, we're gonna select Create Pattern. And then click Preview to see what it would look like as a mock-up. And look how cute our little design came out. And you can do this for any product. So say I wanted the same design to be in a completely different category, like socks. We would pick whatever sock we wanted, check that it's in our home country, start designing, select that same design, turn on the pattern, and then we can preview. Oop, I guess you have to upload for both socks. But isn't that so cute? And then even if we wanted to change how this pattern looked slightly, we can increase the size of it to create a bigger pattern over here. So this is the large print, this is the regular. Let me know what you made with it. Enjoy.